We're going to begin with a bridge disaster on the Southfield Freeway. A boom on a waste hauling truck struck a pedestrian bridge on Detroit's west side. Let's take a look now at live pictures from Chopper 7. You can see it there. The bridge crumbled to the ground and the trucker was killed. Our team coverage begins live on Detroit's west side with 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell. Kim, what can you tell us?
Good morning. Right now, if you're going to be trying to get around, you need to know that the service drive is closed here and N39 is closed from Joy to Plymouth. As you can see, there are no cars getting by at all. Very easy to see why. If you take a look over here at this twisted mess of a pedestrian bridge, it's the Cathedral Street Bridge that goes over M39. It's just an absolute mess. Right now, MDOT crews are out here and they are working to clean it up, taking care of fuel that spilled when a dumpster hauling sanitation truck hit it with its boom. The boom was up and it hit it at highway speeds, just taking the bridge out. It happened around 6 in the morning. People on their way to work slammed on their brakes to avoid a pedestrian bridge knocked out by a sanitation truck. As if that wasn't surreal enough, they then saw Detroit Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford walking on the expressway. He was the first driver to stop in the southbound lanes. On the other side of the freeway, tragedy. Police say the driver of the TLC Waste Disposal Services truck that hit the bridge died at the hospital.
One thing that we did notice is the driver wasn't wearing his seatbelt again and probably would have survived the crash if he would have had his seatbelt on.
Lieutenant Michael Shaw says though it's pretty clear what happened, police want to know how it could have been prevented. One question, did the truck have an alarm system notifying the driver the boom was up?
And that's what we want to determine, to look at bridge height, to look if, maybe we need to talk to the legislature about having a light inside of the cab to tell you when your boom is up, if that's possible. So we kind of look at the whole thing just in case that we can prevent something like this ever happening again.
In the meantime, MDOT spokesperson Diane Cross says it's unknown when the bridge will be repaired. The priority for now is getting the freeway back open.
They'll cut through the metal and then they'll start breaking it into maybe 10-foot sections, and then they'll be picking it up with cranes, putting it into dump trucks, and then driving away with it.
I spoke to someone who worked with the driver who drove the truck, who had this boom up that you can still see underneath the bridge when it hit this bridge. And they tell me that this driver was an experienced driver, that he had done this for much of his working life, and they are absolutely shocked that this would happen to him of all people. Definitely a lot of people are heartbroken. I'm told that he has a family and that he was a very loved man. In the meantime, MDOT is saying that they could get this back open as soon as 4 o'clock today, maybe sometime between 4 and 6. If all goes as planned, they just got to chop this up and haul it away. In the meantime, stay away from this area. Again, it is M39, the Southfield, between Joy and Plymouth, shut down right now. Reporting live in Detroit, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
Kim, as tragic as it is, it could have been even worse when you think about that. Even an hour later with kids walking to school over that bridge, it's not far from Cody High School. It really could have been even worse, couldn't it?
Police talked about that. If this had happened maybe an hour later, people would have been walking over this bridge in large groups to get to school, to get to work. And besides that, there would have been more cars down on the road. There could have been people hurt as the bridge fell.
Yeah, for sure, Kim. What a tragedy. Thank you.